Don't know where you are in the world, where you are if you're in the States. I think currently our temperature is around the 50s. It's raining. It's a lot better than what we've been having the past few days, which was icy and cold. All right, so today's video, we're going to be touching a number of things today, man. I put in the title, The Worst of 2024, worst watch experiences that I have encountered and I've read about. And I did leave some interesting articles in the description. So if you want to read, there's only three. One is a Rolex counterfeit lawsuit, class action lawsuit that I think it was settled this year. Another one was a EPA fine for Invicta, and I can't remember the other one. I forgot the other the second one. No. Vortic versus Hamilton, which I found that was pretty interesting. Yesterday, I was inspired by a few things. I watched a number of videos. I watched one video live. I was actually in the chat, and the title was like, "What don't you like about the watch?" and things of that nature. And I said it's funny that live happened because I showcased a glycine piece that I got, and I like the watch as a whole. But the worst part about it, what's going on, DK? The worst part about that watch was the bracelet, right? And if you don't know, Invicta owns glycine, right? And one of the biggest fears, if you go through, I don't care, pick a channel that's talking about it, that's covering it, and that's how it's going to come up. They're going to mention Invicta owning it and the possibilities of that watch brand deteriorating under their leadership. Which brings me to, we're going to cover a number of facts, man. So, and this is, again, you can fact check what you need to, and I encourage you to fact check what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be talking about experiences that I've had, my personal feelings on some things, facts, and let's get into the watch check first. I do have on, look at that right there. Look at it from a distance. I think I had a Doxa. Nope. That is a Pagani design, the Doxa homage. And I'm going to tell you the one thing that this watch let me know is I definitely want to get a Doxa. And I will at one point. I'll get a Doxa at one point. But that's the other part of my thumbnail is the market crash, right? I went on a dive last night and I saw there are a number of companies that are in the toilet. There are certain watches that are doing good as far as sales. Rolex guy has a number of, I think there's like 3 Datejust models that are doing great, you know. But then there's other models. I seen Cartier had took a nosedive. They're still number 2 market share, and Rolex is number 1. But yeah, the market is crazy. And one of the conversations I had last night with a watch collector was the prices of watches. So before I just want to do this. So I was asked yesterday, and I'm gonna show you this. I have the Nomadic Mirai 401. This is from Belfast, right? And this collector asked me 2 days ago, between these 2 watches, what do you think? What do you like the most, right? Would you prefer your Nomadic over this Longines, or would you take Nomadic? Which one is the better watch, right? And off top, I just said Longines, right? And he asked me, he said, well, are you saying that based on the history, the name of the watch? And I had to really think about it, and I was like, let me think about this. I said, all right, because I did answer it pretty quick. And of course, Nomadic does not have the power that Longines has. It just don't. I wonder how accurate those numbers are. Are those watches being sold to actual customers or just to other sellers? And see, that's the thing. You know what, DK? That's the biggest question. That is a huge question because what I'm curious about is what's being reported is, yeah, like as a whole, because it was funny when I was on a cruise ship, Invicta sales, right? We were talking about Invicta sales and they were selling Oris, was like, how do you guys report? Who do you report to? And they were like, well, we're a different company, right? And are those sales accounted for because somebody's buying them at a discounted price. Like I don't know how you do that. I don't know. It's much larger than what some YouTuber gets up and say, hey, this is what's going on. I learned a valuable lesson about that is a part of the puzzle. Listening to some of the YouTubers like trends. I think YouTubers are good for trends or even setting trends. Now, I heard YouTubers say that, man, we really don't have that much influence. Man, I'm like, that's some bull crap. That's some bull crap. I heard, and I won't call this influencer out, but the influencer said that we don't have that type of influence. And I said, are you serious? That's bull crap. That is bull crap. That's a bald faced lie. That is a bald faced lie, man. I'm telling you, and I am such a small YouTuber, but I tell you what, if somebody came by here right now, somebody walked past and they looked down, they said, oh, what is that watch right there? I'm like, oh, I tell them what the watch is, and they look online, they like, oh man, I can afford this, and they buy it. I just convinced them, or I just like inspired them to buy, influenced, if you will. But what do you think is gonna happen when and they see, oh, you got a whole YouTube channel dedicated, and then I say, hey, if you like mine, go check this person out, because y'all know I don't mind telling people, and we're gonna talk about some. Guess what? I got my handy dandy notebook right here because I didn't want to lose track of what I want to talk about, because I consider this live a very important live, and for this reason is to how you buy and what you buy as far as your next watch. Pissfluence, if you will. False. I am the influence. You are leading influencer, bro. Let's see. Hey guys, wearing my Vulture Invicta black and gray. Okay. I wake up and pissfluence, if you will. You stupid. Sometimes it's even poofluence. It all started with a watch. Thank you. All right, so getting back to this right here, between these two right here. If I were to ask the average collector or somebody that knows about either one of these watches, if I say, hey, I have a Longines, right, Hydro Conquest, and then I have look at that, it's upside down, Nomadic Mirai 401. Off top, they be like, oh, bro, I'm going for the Longines, man, off top. Really? Well, let's talk about that. Look at the Longines. You see that? See the bezel? Ooh, you see the slick spots? Imagine having a wetsuit on, or like I had my gloves on the other day, and my hands actually slipped over till it got to the grippy part, and then I was able to turn it. That actually happened to me. Because I wore this a few days ago. And that right there, even though, man, it looks nice, it turns this into a dressy dive watch, if you will, because it's so shiny in certain areas. They got brush finishing, but then once you get past that, which the bezel turn is not that impressive to me. I like the watch because it's Longines. I love the colorway, and I love the 12, 6, and 9. I love that. I think that that design is amazing, but just staying up top, I think that's weird. That you have like a blank spot and then you have the grippy part. I don't like it, but whatever. But then this is something that actually affects me because I don't turn the bezel enough to actually care about it that much. But this is what's weird. You see, look at that. Look at the crown. You see how it's topped? When you go to unscrew that, it's not the most comfortable thing to do. Is like setting the time and day tomorrow. I'm like, man, why did they do that? Because it digs into my finger. However, if you look on there, sizable. Get my face out of there. Look at that. Yeah, that thing is sizable. And I will say, the bezel turn on this one is much better than the Longines. So, if we're talking about, and then here's the other thing too. This watch is $1,100. This watch is $1,100. Both of them are $1,100. So when it comes down to it, which one would I prefer to have? Am I buying just because of the names or how they function? This one right here is more of a tool watch. It has that satin brushing design on it. On the back of this thing, it has that rotor, and then once you know what the rotor is for, represents the Titanic. It's like, oh, that's a cool story. I love the green. I don't need a date on it. You know what I'm saying? But they do have a date version, and it's going to be set up just like this at the 3 o'clock. Now, when it comes down to the bracelet, I'll tell you this. It's real easy, boom. And then if you flip it over, you see that? You see the button right there? That will allow you to adjust, and micro adjust that thing, right? Now, on this one, you have to safety deployment, first level, and then you have to come second level. It's pretty strong too. It's pretty. You have to, like, if you don't have fingernails, you're gonna have to use the pad of your fingertip. But then, if you need to extend out, you pop that, and you pop it again. But that doesn't have the best look to it. Looks kind of like a fuselage of a plane or something like that. What up? You're the hardest working man on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it. Watch. Let me see. These are nice dive watches, and they are good dive watches. They are not the same. They are not the same. They are not. And I'm gonna get into it. I'm glad you brought that, because that's actually a part of what I want to talk about. So when it comes down, if you had to make a decision, if you went to a watch fair and Longines was there and this was there, I don't know. I don't know if you would be more influenced to buy the watch that has, that's been created since the 1800s, or the watch that is current. Like, which one would you go for? It may come down to who has the more compelling story. Longines, 5-year warranty. They stand by their product. These guys, 5-year. The 5-year interval, if you send it back to them to have it serviced, you have a lifetime warranty. Every 5 years, you have a lifetime warranty. So if this thing fails on you, that's what they're boasting. Go online. I'm not making that up. So who has the better? And it is obvious that they know they want their brand to be landed as a household name. Just like Christopher Ward. I think Christopher Ward has become a household name and is becoming a household name. It may very well in the next 5 years, and I stand on this, may take over like some of what these big brands are. But that's neither here nor there. So I had to be honest, between the two, I will wear this more than I wear this one right here. I think it's more functional. It has exactly what I need, but that's my opinion. And it's up to you what you decide. I'm not here to convince you that, hey, you should pick Nomadic over Longines, but I think as far as my collection is concerned, this Nomadic is better than my Longines Hydro Conquest. Yup, and I said that. That's how I feel. You are way too calm for that statement to be true. JP, put the flame. Hold on, let me see. Hey, I keep my fingernails short except for one on my back. You don't need no enhancements, DK, at all. You don't need nothing to enhance your move, bro. Nothing. Oh my gosh. I think if you did anything to enhance, you will become Thanos, for real. So I'm gonna need you to stay away from that. Cut that pinky. Cut that pinky nail, please. Now, I have something to tell you guys. All right. I am no longer doing a video. Remember I told you last week I was doing a live on the digital footprint of Invicta. I have abandoned that for a number of reasons. I don't know what's going on with Invicta, and I really, I've actually spent a lot of time on my channel talking about my love for the brand, the people, which I do appreciate, and I definitely like. But since I've kind of dove into so many different aspects, Invicta has a long way to come to get back to where they once were. Because I did this deep dive. You know what's crazy? As I was diving through the history of Invicta, I don't know if his first name was Steve, but S. Quaifman, which Invicta purchased, him and Mr. Picard, the creator of Invicta, actually ran into each other like in 1906, right? Became friends, right? So I don't know if like it's kind of vague. I don't know if he inspired him with some of the Invicta creations, but I know that they were like friends at some point, right? Which I thought was pretty cool, seeing that they came across each other. But again, with all the Swiss watches that was built in, where are they from? Not Lalac, Lien? No, La Chaux de France. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but all of them, it's like a watchmaker town. But what Invicta was, honestly, was created to give you a Swiss-made timepiece, affordable price, right? And fast forward to 1991 when AL's family bought it, and then the biggest argument right now, if you look at the biggest argument about Invicta, is the prices, like the price structure. There's no need to say, hey, this watch is $15,000, but you get it for $147. Like, that's the one thing that we ignored as a collector. It was like, and we just kind of excused that. But then it's like, wait a minute, why do y'all do that? Because like that's not what the premise. I never thought of it like that, but that's not what Invicta was built on. You know, like what is this marketing? Like I don't know who told them that was cool. I guess that worked during the 90s up to like 2013 or whatever, but that pissed a lot of people off. And I couldn't go through the history as to like how people got burned on it, but just know this. Since 2010, and this is actually the actual facts, you can fact check this. I know Rolex did sue Invicta for the Pro Diver design. It was too close. I'm talking about 1-for-1 copy. And I was looking at it. Is somebody actually uploaded that video or the article to Watch Crunch? Hold on, let me get into the. What do I think about deep blue watches? I have a few. I like deep blue watches. I think, man, deep blue, one of the best dive watches you can get for the price, because you get you either get an NH35, NH36, the R150 when they do that. I haven't seen an R150 in a while, but they're still using Val's U7750s, whatever they have left, and a 2824, right? And you can get it for a reasonable price because they like deep blue, man. Hey, I think people sleeping on it, and that's the thing too about the watch market. Like when I'm saying it's crashing or whatever, it's like you have companies like Nomadic, you got companies like these micro brands, Spinnaker, that are doing like putting watches together that are just as good. They may not, they're not on a Bremont, well not Bremont, like Rolex or Patek. They're not on that level of finishing, as well as the inner makings of this watch. So when I see these channels, they're saying, hey, there's no difference between, and I hate this argument, bro. Like I think it's the dumbest argument when you put a watch like Invicta, Deep Blue, or any of those Aragon up against a luxury watch. Like how? Why? No, they luxury watch, right? Swiss watch, and when they do the Morgan Stanley report, you don't see these companies that you compare them to. That's not. They're not even in the category anywhere, because they don't compare. They're affordable timepieces. Affordable. Now they look like these watches. They make them to look like. And some companies I'm looking at, if you type in just watch company lawsuits, right? I typed that in and was looking. I said, man, that's crazy how some of the major brands are copying some of the designs of other brands and putting it out, like selling it. I'm like, what? You don't need to. I can't believe I got that thing into Canada. Oh, what you can't believe you got what? JP put the flamethrower down, bro. Oh man, you crazy. Oh, okay. Hey, how you doing? All right, what's up, bro? Let's see. Hold up. I want to get Angry Asians in here. What's going on, Joker? Welcome in. I'll go back to caring about Invicta when Invicta goes back to caring about Invicta. Oh, okay, DK. Thank you for keeping me on track, bro. So this is my thing. So I know I got some Invicta collectors in here, and I don't want to lose my point on this one. I was going to do an entire video on this watch right here. You guys see, I still have the tag. I have yet to size this watch. I've had it for months. And let me go through something real quick. This is what Invicta did. This is how, what really upsets me about Invicta is years ago, AL Lalo came on Shop HQ and stated, and like I can't back this up unless somebody recorded that commercial. He goes and say that he don't care what the rest of the industry is doing. He cares about the customer, right? He cares about giving us what we want. And the one thing that I know customers are asking for is do your Invicta thing. If you're going to make a homage watch, do stuff like this where you got the different colorways. Now, this is a 1953 rendition, right? A homage to or a nod to what Rolex did in 1953, 54, whatever the case. Now, once you learn about the history of the original dive watch and you're doing a homage, I asked this, I like, because my man Ryan Johnson, you know, they had him doing, they said, if you sent in your thoughts and concerns to, was it invictacollectors@gmail.com, what do you want to see? What brings you back? What, like, hey, we love your innovation. We love the fact that you go by the beat of your own drum. And even if you do copy a brand, you do it in such a way to where it's like, hey, you can see the design, but then Invicta does their own thing. Why wouldn't you, as a brand, make this watch all the way like 2824 or the Salida 200, put it in this watch? But this is what I don't like, because I have one of the earlier models of this, right? And on the back of this watch, you will see the yellow rotor. But what Invicta did was put a generic rotor, and it's not no Invicta anywhere, right? And then I'm gonna go on like it's still mummy wrapped. Look at that. Stamped sheet metal. Now, here's the deal. That is authentic because Rolex was using their stamped steel. But your Invicta, this needs to have a Swiss movement in it, and you need to have a middle class. But if you want to keep it to that, okay, cool. And just like that video I was watching, what don't you like about a watch? You can always take this bracelet and upgrade it. But I think, in my humble opinion, even with the, so to show you something, because it has $795. I know it's backwards. It's $790. It's $800 is the retail on this. This has an NH35 in it, adequate brushing and stuff like that. Chamfer, it's a cool watch. I'm not knocking. It's a decent watch, decent looking watch. Sort of patina like lume on it, but the lume isn't that great. It doesn't last long. And I just think that this watch should have been taken a little bit more serious, because it is the beginning of dive watches. So of course you had three companies, Black Pond, Rolex, and Zodiac were the first three watches that like pioneered diving, right? During the 50s. And if you're paying homage to that, why not go all out, right? Now, it's cool that you did the first ones, but like there should have been a Swiss variation put to. That's just me personally. Let me see what y'all say. American going back to the 1800s. Let's see what our family. T. White is in here. The watch degenerate must go on. Ain't nobody gonna wait for you. Hey. Hey, DK back. Careful, DK. Uh-oh. Need a black and orange diver and saw an Invicta one. Really cool design. So I ordered that thanks to everyone's input. Okay, cool. Yo, Trap, how's it going? Rips all, man. We was talking about you last night, bro. Hope your back's doing good, man. Oh, your back's still freaking killing you. God, dog. I'm using this on the text. Sorry about the misspelling everywhere. No worries, bro. You ain't got to be correcting here. You already know. I don't think there's enough serious watch collectors to buy a 2824 Invicta. Don't take that personal. I'm not talking about anyone here. It's just not a good investment for them. But with that being said, though, bro, AL said out of his mouth he don't care about what the industry's doing. He's caring about the customers. But guess what happens? The customers follow the trends, right? Even with the most avid Invicta collectors, but you don't think that Invicta collectors see what's going on outside, right? They're like, oh, that watch is cool. That's cool, but I want my Invicta. Yeah, Invicta, you know what? Give me the setup like that. I'll need that movement in this watch. And that's what they do. It's like, I mean, you can almost take Invicta as being a modified company, right? Like they say, hey, we're going to make an adjustment. Okay, you like that car? That costs $50,000. How can we make that into this? Got it. Give me the movement or Miota. Give me something high beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Invicta has made some innovative things. And again, don't ask me what I want and don't deliver. Don't ask me. Do not ask me, bro. They set that up. Invicta. This is something that AO puts in. And that's the biggest question is like, with all of the, so Invicta has had a number of issues from lawsuits to customer complaints and stuff like that. And the one thing is like the company has so much like power with the people. Like, dude, we still doing cruises. And I know Invicta's not doing a cruise per se, but people are like, yo, I'm waiting my turn so I can get on the ship, bring all my collection, and show the rest of the world what's going on, and then hang around these people. I'm like, dude, that has to count for something. That has to count for something. Even a 9015 would be an upgrade. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get better soon. Exactly. Big order me one there. Rangers Blackhawks tonight, Trap. Yes, sir. We're going to beat y'all down. Don't worry about it. Now, we're staying on topic with this year. Invicta has had the year, like, Invicta's no stranger. There's no stranger to controversy. And to be honest, man, I've sat down, I've talked to AL before, and I've, hung out with Ryan and just been around the Invicta experience for years, right? And I don't take nothing away from it. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Right? The only thing I'm saying is currently, Invicta cannot consider themselves to be a separate entity from the watch market. You know what I'm saying? And just like, hey, we going by to beat up our own drum. Yeah, you can say that, but like, look at, since COVID, people have changed the way they buy. People's process, the way they, you know what? And this was a story that I won't tell the names, but a customer goes into an Invicta store, pissed off that, hey, I just found out that you have InvictaStores.com online. I bought this, let's just say this watch. I bought this watch for your retail price. You gave me a discount off of it because I bought two. And then whatever the case is, so that, I didn't want to buy two, get 3 or 4 free or whatever, which it's not the case. Is you buy the two watches at the retail price, so it's $800. Right? So you got two $800 watches. You just spent $1,600, and then you're going to get some other, like, hey, you get these free. Well, no, what that does is reduce the cost and bring this back down to what this is really worth. And it's still not worth what you're asking for, but we play the game, and Invicta collectors have been playing the game since then, right? And this customer is pissed off with that, like, yo, I didn't have to buy 2 watches and get these other 4 that I wasn't really expecting, but I just fell for. So I just dropped $1,600 on 2 watches that I could have got. Even if I bought these 2 watches, I could have got these for $300 on your site, and I just feel cheated. And this customer was pissed off and got every right to be. Got every right to be, right? And this isn't what I'm telling you guys right now. This isn't a stab at Invicta. This is just like real world. One of the worst things that I've seen this year. Is watching a company that I subscribed to for years, go vacant. Like, they're not doing anything right now. My man's not being utilized like he should be, because let's face it, Ryan Johnson is the face of Invicta right now. And it's like, they leave Shop HQ for reasons that AL knows why, and their team know why. If they want to share that, they could knock it out the park. But the crazy thing is, you got customers waiting. You still got customers buying, supporting. Like, they're like begging, like, man, come on, man. Yo, it's almost like watching a race. Like, you're sitting and you're betting on your horse, and you just want your horse to at least place. They may not come in first place, but it's like, hey, man, I need y'all. Come on, man. Invicta, I know you got it in you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't know. Like, and I thought what was so surprising is, for those that don't know, Invicta just launched a modified version of NH35. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go type in the Invicta Excursion, the 2024 version, Invicta Excursion, or the Invicta Sabacua Noma 8. It's an NH35, and I didn't know what the movement was, honestly. I said, man, what is that? That's crazy. There's no excuse for taking away decorated rotor. No, that one right there, that is Invicta's bread and butter, bro. Like, that's why I love the Invicta Pro Diver so much. And I think this is probably one of my favorite Pro Divers is this one. And y'all know I got a lot of Swiss made Pro Divers, man. Like, that one, that thing goes hard, man. Busy but listening. Okay. Any updates? The YouTube app, if you're on your phone. Oh, you said angry. Asking people what they want is endless because you get so many different ideas. The better way is to tell them what they need and get them to believe it. Right now, a high school team will beat the Rangers. Shut up, man. Oh, man, there's no excuse for taking away the decorated rotor. I agree with you. Working and driving, typing in between. Be safe, bro. And again, I don't want, this isn't a let's pile on Invicta type of live. But I just wanted to put this out there because we're in the season where people have slowed down buying watches, but like what is 2024 or 2025 going to look like with buying watches? People are still going to be in love with it. Even if your money's low, you're still going to be in love with it. And this is actually my thing with watch companies. And I will put this out there. Some watch companies, even with the market crashing, and if you go look at the countless amount of videos that are talking about the luxury watch market taking a nosedive. So they're not making as much money. People are not. They're holding what they got. They're like, nah, I'm not about to, and the price is going up. What was that? There's some companies going up twice a year, right? I don't have it with me, but my Squale, I like Squale. I think that's one of the best dive watches that I purchased this year, right? Amazing. Second to none. I love everything. I love the loom. The bezels turn on it is phenomenal. Just a comfortable watch is good. It's great to look at. But let's face it, the watch is going up. The price is going up. Before long, and I have that 1521 professional with the leather strap. That watch itself may be $1,200 by next year. Possible. And then the Omega. Omega just came out with another. Trap is a bully. He's bullying Invicta fans. Cancel him. That's right. Hey, cancel. Cancel. Bro, I've been canceled before. I got canceled by a number of people, bro. And listen, I'm used to it at this point. It's funny, man. I heard a conversation about me, right? Somebody sat down to dinner and they was talking about me, man. And somebody called me and was like, "Yo, bro, your name being drugged through the mud." I said, "Okay, it's good. I'm not buying any watches 2025. Trap is YouTube. You can't cancel him." Hey, man. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get to that. Give me a second. Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing? Good. What's going on, my friend, bro? Oh, man.
Warm that up.
Come on, bro. You see my people, man.
How you been, man?
Man, I'm good. Blessed, man.
Good to see you.
Man, I love it. See, y'all just made my day. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. Yes, I thank you. Appreciate it. Man, bro, blessed. They're my family right there. He keep the lights on here. No, but check this out. Let me ask you this. So, Omega just dropped their new watch, and I think that watch looks great. It looks beautiful, right? That thing is, hey, how you doing? It's $10,000, a little over $10,000. That's crazy, right? Crazy price. It's out of reach for some people. Some people are going to buy it because it's new. I'm telling you, that thing is going to sell. But, like, how long is it going to stay? Because, like, okay, DK, you said something earlier about, Invicta collectors won't like 20. They won't be able to appreciate it. They don't care about having a 2824. They don't find the significance of having that Swiss-made movement in there, because that is true. Some people will not do the fact check. They won't do the history of the movement. They won't see what it really means to have a Swiss-made timepiece in their collection. Aesthetically speaking, that's all they want. So with that being said, some people won't really know or appreciate like that watch, and like these companies aren't making watches for you to appreciate it, like turning a buck, right? So there is a fine line, right? And again, it's your money and what you want to do. But I'm just saying, this video or this live was built for you to think about one thing. What do you like? What is your design language? And you don't have to subscribe to certain watches. So, for example, I know that this is a homage to Doxa 300, right? And I've worn it. I actually like the design. It feels good on the wrist. I don't know how heavy or light the Doxa sub is, but I will buy a Doxa. I would definitely buy a Doxa. And I looked at the colorways they have, and that may eventually hit my collection. It wasn't on the radar like that, but I was intrigued because of the design. I love the design. But I'm a shopper. I love watches. I love the stories. But I brought up Omega because of this company right here. Swiss watch company, right? The founder of this company worked for Omega for a long time, and you see the scalloped edges on this one. So you see like the design cues, but they made it their own. Pretty thick watch, pretty heavy. Their loom, second to none. Their loom is ridiculous. And this watch, you can buy this watch for $500. They have, I think their most expensive watch is like $800. But they're staying in a range that's affordable. And then that makes me question other watch companies. Why can't they do that? If the watch market is in there in such array, right, is dropping, you'll think the prices will adjust. It's not the case with some. Like micro brands and independents are going up. And I'll say this is a 39 millimeter watch, right? You guys seen this? I've shown this before. This is my Tissot Heritage 1938. No loom whatsoever. It's a basic, I guess you can call it a dress watch. It's classic design. I like it. Fits up under a suit cuff or whatever the case is. Tissot knocked this out the park, but it is cost certified. In this watch, if you get it with the small seconds, you're spending a little over $1,000. But here's the deal: Tissot offers discounts periodically. There's ADs that offer discounts. If you go to my guy, he offers the discount. Trifecta. I don't have this link in the description either, but yeah, Trifecta is doing that. But my thing is, like, you got micro brands that are charging $1,500. Trappers bully. That's funny. He said I'm a bully. See, he is the mayor too. Get out of here, bro. Yes, I saw. Omega are so overpriced. What's up, Aussie? And I know you're not an Omega fan at I know you're not an Omega fan at all, bro. It's funny. But the thing is, man, it's like you hear this on YouTube, you hear this from the people that you talk to on a regular basis, buy what you like. But what does that look like in 2024, and what is that going to look like in 2025? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can use the bathroom anytime we want to. Hold up. Let me get through the comments real quick. Nerd with Swag, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Anybody I missed? Ramon, what's going on? Trap the mayor of Watchtown. I appreciate that. Opinion on Longines. I like Longines, man. I think Longines, as far as a luxury brand, I would prefer them over some of the other ones. Now, I will say this, man. When you get into, if you are one that likes the technical side of watches, the durability, and all the testing that they do, I will recommend a Tudor, right? Tudor, we can say yes, it is like we knock this out the park. Anything that you spend outside of rent, food, gas for your car, or if you ride your bike, maintenance of your bike, that's a necessity. Anything outside of that is a luxury. So if you spend $20 on a Casio, that's a luxury. But we're talking big big money, right? So you're talking Rolex, you're talking Vacheron, AP, Patek, like the Cubidus. I know that's like been a talking point lately. Longines, man, hands down, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think is one of the best items that you could pick. You know what I'm saying? And spend about $2,000 and get you some phenomenal watch. That's just me personally. And if I had an opportunity to get another one, it'll be the what is that? The Conquest. I like the Conquest, man, and that's what around $2,000. But they may offer a discount here and there. I don't think they discount as much as some of these other brands. I was convinced that I didn't want anything new. Now I'm tracking 3 watches for delivery. So yeah, I'm starting 2025 already failing. And you thought you wasn't gonna get? Come on, DK. DK, you know what? There was one watch that you showed that I thought was phenomenal. I looked at it and considered getting it. And it was the IWC Ingenieur Homage. And I don't know the name of that company. It's just like a bunch of IXD, whatever that company name is. And then you still had like the magnetic shielding on that thing because you took like you're crazy. DK, and I would tell you guys if you haven't seen DK's channel, go on there. He don't care. He will take the case back off. He's going to open it up. And that's one thing I like about, like, if you want to review a watch, he's reviewing a watch and showing you what you got. Amazing. That's amazing. But yeah, I was like, you know, for like the $300 to $400 mark, I would definitely get that watch because I think the Ingenieur, when that first came out, when they showed that at Watches and Wonders, I said, I like that watch. I don't like the price. But, I feel you, DK. I'm fighting demons off at the moment. That's why I love you guys. So glad I'm done. Vic, get out of here. Oh, hey, and then you know what I watched? Who was that? Who sent me that yesterday? Ristful Ignorance sent me a clip yesterday, and I sent it to the Magnum King, right? Producer Michaels went to like some company, right, watch dealer, and they had a Tourbillon Magnum, and Producer Michaels looked like, oh wow. And I gotta say, this is why research is key before you buy something. In their store, that Magnum was, he said it'll get you around 12. No, was it $2,000 to $3,000? I think he said. When the Tourbillon Magnum first came out, I think it was over $1,000, but like it's never, the retail on it was $3,500 or something like that. Producer Michaels was like, oh wow, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So the Magnum is Producer Michaels approved. I think that the Vic put on his little Superman cape. He was like, I told you the Magnums is back, baby. So Invicta, Producer Michaels liked your design, yet you allowed Magnum to die. I'm gonna need y'all to get that back. IXDAO. Yup. That's the one. That's the one. It's a great watch, dude. If you haven't seen the video, shame on you. It's literally the best review on the watch. Used BB 58 for 2.2K. Great addition to any collection. And see, that's the thing too, bro. Like, you don't have to buy a brand new. I'm just saying, I think the Tudor is a great tool watch. Like, and that thing is, it has to be cost certified before it's meta certified. That's the one I would say go, like, get one. Just get one if you really into that stuff. If you're not, bro, just get a homage piece. You know what I mean? It's as easy as that. 23 to 3K, he said. Okay, I won't spend anything less than 10K, Vic. He was happy. He was Happy Jewelers, Producer Michaels, when he commented on the Magnum. I have that Magnum they were showing. Yeah, we know. And I'm gonna tell you a company that. Other thing too. The other thing, the companies that you guys have dealt with, and this is important. This is for any watch company. I don't care who watches this. From Invicta to Deep Blue to Aragon, bro. Like Aragon, Titanium. This one, I got this one in January of last year. This has a Miota 9015 in it. It's titanium all the way through, sapphire crystal, right? Dive watch, 45 millimeters. It's thick. I think it's about 15 millimeters thick. I don't know what the lug is. But the one thing about this watch, It was $175. And when I bought that, I thought to myself, I said, wait a minute, Wing doesn't make a bad watch, man. Wing puts out a phenomenal, and his customer service is amazing. When you put out great quality, you put out a design that you know it's a dive watch, you can tell, but he has his own design language, which is hard now, but Wing's been doing this for so long. And then you got great customer service. And you're hearing, like, when I had a problem with one watch, I reached out to Wing, he sent it right back to me, no problem whatsoever. I'm like, well, damn. Okay. And that was another thing too. I was like, and this is a true story, not to pick on Invicta, but Invicta got, they had a class A, what they call a class action lawsuit back in 2013 because of the one business practice. They called out this business practice, and if I'm not mistaken, they still do this. So I take it that they won that lawsuit. Is if you do have a problem with your watch, you send it back. You have to pay $30 or $28 to send it back, right? And then there may be other fees accrued, just depending if they say, hey, well, you know, this is a STEM issue, right? And this is something that I know from personal. This ain't got nothing to do with that lawsuit. This is something I personally went through. I sent the watch out, and when they told me how much it was going to cost to get fixed, I said, wait a minute, I bought the watch. He was like, well, we don't cover the stem, and you got a stem issue. You know how pissed off I was. Now, what happens is, and I know this because I saw the complaints on Facebook, people say, you know what, keep it, because then you have to pay another $30 to have the watch sent back. So that's $60. That's $60 that people have, and I'm like, yo, stop doing that. Don't do your customers like that, because we believe in the product that you have, and if it do fail, stuff happens, right? If it do fails, we want to be taken care of. Wing did it. Wing has been in business for over 25 years. I recently, I did a video on this because somebody called it out. My Jack Mason was missing 2 screws on the back, and I had just bought that Jack Mason. I was so happy. So I got my first Jack Mason. I'm in there. And they say, yo, Trap, you got 2 screws missing. I was like, whoa, what? That's crazy. Reached out to the company, man. Got that thing back. Lickety split. I didn't have my watch going too long. Dufresne Watch Company. My crown was messed up. I sent it back to them. They sent it back. I think it was like a 7-day turnaround. He sent the label. I shipped it out that day. He got it, sent it back. I was like, yo, that's what customer service, because it's going to happen. It's going to fail at some points. Wing is for the boys. That's crazy. Tudor P01 for the world, bro. All the bells and whistles of a Black Bay while still being a complete. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. DK is back. Good thing his name isn't Wang. Oh man. On Wang. Hey man, you know what's crazy? A conversation go left real quick. Hey, what's up now? Richard Long. Wow. Okay. JM for the service win. Dufresne from show. What's wrong with y'all, man? Hey man, y'all know something, man. Thank you for deleting that, because that was stupid. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this: if you're new here and you come in with some old stupid comments, bro, my moderators are going to smack down on your boy. You ain't got no chance in here. Stop it! I did. Wow, y'all set me up, bro. The people, cause like people walk in like, what is he talking about? Y'all set me up. Shut up, DK. Shut your mouth, man. Wow. Clowns will be clowns. Yeah, man. Private security on point. Man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But listen, because I just want to bring this home real quick. As far as 2024 is concerned, the list, I got a list of people, right? And you guys can go and look at these people
Yeah, absolutely.
at your own peril, if you will. There were few YouTubers that I went and I looked at what they had to say about the best and worst. Some of these are older videos, but like there's some new ones for this year. All you got to type in the Google search is best and worst watches of 2024. I looked at Top Ticker. He talks about Top Tier Ticker. Talks about a bad experience. The Urban Gentry. He has a number of best and worst videos. Jenny L. She talks about best and worst. Ben's Watch Club. He definitely lets it. Yeah. Andrew Morgan watches. He is a wordsmith. That dude, the stuff that he says is hilarious, right? It's crazy. He'll have you thinking like, what the heck? Like, he's dropping bars, bro. Like he's like a rapper without rhyming. You know what I'm saying? Watch Chris, Teddy Bulbasaur. He just did his. And some of the companies that are said to have a great 2024. Well, the one company was Christopher Ward, as far as being an independent. You know, and there's the question. There's the biggest question, or that I saw that like, and I got this question: what do you pick? Do you pick a main brand? Do you pick the Tissot, Longines, or who else do I have? Whatever. I can't think of Rolex or whatever, Tudor. Or do you go micro brand? Who has the best offerings? Who's going to give you the best bang for buck? Who's going to give you what you want? Because you'll pay for what you want. Because I know Aussie, he mentioned, you know, that Omega was too expensive. And I know he doesn't like Omega like that, right? And you'll have to look at his channel to see why he don't like Omega. He explains it. But, excuse me, for me, I do like brand heritage. I do. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's a little personal. I mentioned on one of my videos, as a matter of fact, it's actually in this video when I talk about this Tissot heritage, that the history of my family, where they were at the time and what they could afford and couldn't afford during the time of this watch originally coming out. This watch now is like my family in my lineage couldn't afford this watch today, right? They didn't even make what this watch is right now. They didn't make that in a year. So I take it a little bit more personal, the fact that I have multiple watches in my collection, let alone having one. You know, it is a luxury. You know, with that being said, what company am I willing to spend my hard-earned dollars for? That's something that you have to answer, you know. But there are companies that, if I sounded like I was being critical of Invicta, I was, because I'm a fan. Not was a fan, I am a fan, because I started my channel off Invicta watches, right? And I don't shy away from what's been said here. You know, I went out to when TGV came to Indianapolis 2 years ago, and I'm in there with freaking Panerais and Omegas and Chopard and all these other watches. Somebody in the chat called me a sellout. They said, you pandering to those high-end watches. You're embarrassed. Fool, is you crazy? I ain't got rid of my Invicta collection, and I'm not getting rid of it. I still collect. This is one of the newest ones. And if you seen my video, bruh, I just received 2 watches that I consider to be prized possessions in my collection. I don't care what the price is, but I had 2 dope collectors, 2 people that I consider brothers, give me their Invicta watches that they paid for out of their pocket. They gave it to me. So I'm a collector, and I can be critical because these are things that I want to see the brand win. They got some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what the business practices, and and not to get all biblical and stuff like that, but there's a part of the scriptures in the Bible where it says Jesus reached down and he drew a line in the sand. He said, he without sin cast the first stone. So applying that to horology, as far as business practices, before you start judging other companies for what they do and what they don't do, look at yourself. What have you done that was corrupt? I mean, look at DK every day, man. He gets over on people, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now he goes out and serve the country or whatever. I salute him for that. But everything else, man, he's out here getting everybody, slapping people over the head. All this, man. He got hired muscle. So them people like that's y'all was asking what happened to Lee. Lee came out here and said one too many things, talking about he was gonna get people's watches. And guess what? When DK came back, think about this. When DK came back off of deployment, Lee disappeared. I'm just saying, y'all ain't heard that from me. Oh man, let me see. Let me get back to the comments, man. Are you buying anyone watches for Christmas presents this year? I did get some, but I'm tapped out right now, man. Yeah, I'm not like it's over with. It's over with. I got two people watches, but like yeah, I tell you what, running what I do and some other stuff, yeah, it got me. I'm tapped out, bro. So even if I wanted to buy some watches, it's a done deal. Yo, Ben 10, what's going on?
Okay.
I had no idea how big TGV was. Almost the creator I know take a knee of respect for him dating back to yeah, bro. I've been watching TGV for a long time, bro. He's been on YouTube for like 10 years or so, maybe 11. As Invicta collectors with well over 100 pieces, has every right to say what he wants to say about Invicta. Hey, look, you know what I would like to have, and I'm just gonna say this: if they sit through the entire live at 56 minutes, anybody from Invicta, AL, even if it's AL, I would love to sit down with you or do a video. Easy as that. You know what I'm saying? And just talk to the people. Get the folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to talk about all the business end and everything, because like we don't know the loopholes and all this other stuff you got to go through, but people like want to know, man. Like that's the one thing. And again, I'm not doing that live. I'm not gonna do that live that I said I was gonna do with. Now I will do, however, I will continue with the digital footprint of the Invicta collectors and Invicta as a whole. That will still come out, but it's one of them things. It's like, yo, Invicta, we need to win, bro. We need to win. Right now, it looks, because they're not out there and some of the things that's been said, all of the bad attributes of Invicta is showing. It's showcasing. You're seeing the ugly, right? And then there'll be some that whoever say, we can have a discussion, because I would love for you to put what you think about it, right? And that actually will help them, the company, you know what I'm saying? Because they're looking at, because anytime you say anything about any company, they are looking to see what's going on and seeing what you guys are talking about. So you want to help change some stuff? Put your comments down below. You said TGV is kind of annoying to me. I see some people, man, it's some people that go in on TGV. I see some people, somebody called him some type of name, but I can't speak their language, so I don't know what the heck. I didn't even try to translate it. The Invicta community is solid. It is. Christmas seasons, everyone is broke. Oh man, oh. Merry Christmas. Oh man. Oh man. Hey, and look, I believe I've been on YouTube for 6 years now. And then, like I said, there's been a lot of things said, and I look at the comments, like when TGV puts up a video, I look at what's being said down there. People give their, yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this too. And I wish sometimes that people, like when they leave a comment here, for the life of me, some of you guys that put those comments, I much rather you keep it pertaining to the watch or something that I've said. But when you bring race into it and stuff like that, one, I already know my nose is big, right? I got a big head, you know what I'm saying? I got big lips, man. When you put that in the comment, I'm like, oh, you're corny. Bro, you're a corny, man, you're the worst person. Like, if you're going to say something racial or something like that, I used to say this in the military, it better be funny. But some of the stuff y'all sound worse than a fifth grader trying to talk about like Cat Williams or somebody. Y'all sound stupid in there. Y'all sound stupid when we're talking watches and you want to bring up. And that's one of those where I don't censor. And I have left some of those comments up. Some of them I won't leave, because they're blocked anyway. Because there's certain words that I have that I won't allow. And some of you people press the letter. You don't have to remind me. I wake up every day to this face, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I know the color of my skin, bro, is you. Some of y'all stupid. I'm going to just call it. If you come on here and you leave one of them comments, you're an idiot. You dumb, man. Maybe your mama, she dropped you on your head or something, or maybe it's not even her fault. You just an idiot. I'm not going to put that on your parents. They probably were some great people. You just a butthole. Trapped is lonely in mommy's basement with Dorito crumbs on their bare chest. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm just saying the man put in time, and I have found a lot of people have respect for him. No, they do. They do. And see the thing too. And the thing about YouTube, bro, you have the right to feel any way you want to about somebody. You have the God-given right to put what you feel, and I can assure you, you're not going to agree with everything TGV say. What's that? The time teller, man, because I know when he got started, people was commenting on how he got started, and I said, really, no matter how he got started, dude, he up here, he's putting his time in to do whatever. It is what it is. I'm subscribed to who I'm subscribed to, and I watch what I watch. Even if I don't like, I do take notes on what people say. Right now, as we end this live, one of the upcoming, and there's two entities I want to talk about. Actually, three. One, Skylar, right? And I don't say this just because he's in the chat, but Skylar brings an energy that I like. Let me talk about four, actually, because Blissful Ignorance actually put me on to this other YouTuber. Is Sophie's female, and I think she's in Switzerland. One of my favorite things, she says "doobie doobie doo" when she does that. I absolutely love it. I lose it when she does. She's funny, and she brings such an energy to YouTube and watches, right? Even if you don't buy the watch or subscribe to the channel, she's entertaining, right? If nothing else, man, she's just like a ray of sunshine. I'm not saying it just because she's a lady, but some of the ladies on YouTube, they talk about the same watch, like Rolex. You hear that a lot on certain channels. Rolex. I'm like, okay, is there anything else that you can talk about? But I'm not taking nothing away from their review style, because the other ladies I watch are phenomenal. But Sophie, upcoming, she actually, man, blowing up. And then you got Blissful Ignorance. His, I'm gonna talk to you from my truck style is hilarious, bro. He said, and then the fact that he dismisses us, like we watched your whole video, and then he like, get out of here. I said, the nerve of this guy. I like that though. I like that. And then there is this guy, not Tool watches, man. Makes me sick, bro. I was like, I'm done. I'm only getting a few more watches. There's two watches that I'm looking at in particular for 2025. And then here he comes with these new watches coming out. I'm like, I'm trying to get out the game. Or like, I'm just trying to like relax. And here he comes with this watch that I absolutely love, man. I love that new one. Then you got there's another one. I think I looked on the website. What is it, like $4 something? It's like a little over $400, $435, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, man, you make me sick to my stomach that you made a watch that I wished it was ugly. So I'm like, oh, hey, cool, bro. You started a business. I'll still promote it. I ain't buying nothing, but I like the watch. You make me sick. Love you, but you made me sick, bro. I was done, bro. I was done. I was finished, bro. Gosh. But anyway, I just feel that, I wanted to say this. I wanted to bring this just to your attention. All the watches that you could possibly get, there's a ton of them out there. There are a lot of affordable watches. And Invicta, don't get me wrong, Invicta still got some heat out there. Invicta got a lot of heat. Aragon got some heat. Glycine, if you can get your hands on this particular one or something like this one, this is the more favorable one. And I will recommend this to anybody that if you want the classic design, the original design, get this one. Don't get me. I do have the other one. So this is the 24-hour counter. You see that one. Plus, if you don't know how to count time like that, this one will definitely teach you. It don't take you long. There's companies out here, and I'll showcase this one right here. I highly recommend this watch. Swiss watch company, Diver. They do have some other models. I don't get anything, no kickbacks for telling you guys this. I'm just telling you watches that's affordable. Another company that I don't know what they're gonna do, but Canopy, I know they were working on trying to get a new design out, but they have to sell these out. And I don't know how hard that is, man, to have your own company and like, bruh. And I met the team at Canopy, amazing team. This is one of those watches that used to be $1,000. They dropped the price. So that's all I'm saying is watch where you're going. Watch where your pocketbook opens up to or your wallet. Watch where it goes, man. There's some watches out here that you can get phenomenal price, but don't get punked into thinking that $1,000 is the place to be. $2,000 is the place to be. If you ain't got that, man, don't hurt yourself trying to buy these watches, man. Oh, wait a minute, you got a question? Okay, my question. When are we going to see a Trap watch designed by Trap 3D? I got one in the making, bro. Yeah, I do. I got one in the making. Good question. I'll go check on it today. I'll call up there today. Because it was supposed to be done. I'll check and see where we are. So yeah. 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 Hopefully it'll be done soon and you guys get to see it. And y'all tell me what y'all think about it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. This isn't the 40s Swiss, doesn't mean ish. Now, if you want high-end finishers, go up in price. Other than that, it's just jewelry. It's all about what you want, though. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You like it. If you like it, buy it, man. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to. You're right. Swiss don't mean nothing really. What do some people do? I can't say that. I can't speak for nobody. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, man. It's been a year in the making. There's been a lot. The watch market has just changed up so much, man. So attentions have been going elsewhere. Oh, I got to get up there anyway. It's not gonna be today. Maybe Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see Wednesday. Because I think they actually gave a breakdown as to what they did, and you guys can see us sitting down talking about what I wanted in this watch, how it had to be designed, the case shape, and all this other stuff. You guys are not gonna be. Oh, Oscar, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. We got a super chat in the building. We got a super chat in the building. Had to put on slow-mo. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So, Skylar came through, man. Hold on. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So that money, if you're new here, that money goes into a pot, and that pot goes into helping people that are less fortunate, man. From veterans to cancer, people that's battling cancer, leukemia, sickle cell, and we even have a whole thing here. This guy, he owns a popcorn stand. Maybe I get to introduce you guys to him one day. Both his daughters have sickle cell, and I've supported their cause a few years back. So yeah, thank you guys for doing that. Did I hear Trap coming out of retirement? Yeah, bro, I was retired, bro. I was retired. He said I'm broke. Hey, I feel you, bro. Man, I'm on fumes right now financially, bro. Yeah, that's all I can say, bro. Yo, you get the one, you get the one. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. Real talk, man. Your watch coming from Kokomo. You know it, baby. You already know. Kokomo is, you know, one thing I love about this, man. And uh, like watchmaking is amazing, bro. Oh. I love it. He said peer pressure. Don't get peer pressure, man. Hold on. Yeah. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it, man. But y'all get a dance every time, bro. It's getting hot in this thing, boy. This hoodie, man. Hey, look. I went to this little spot up here. I love hoodies. This little zip-up hoodie. This thing cost me $3.99, boy. $3.99. See that there? This thing need that here in Indiana, man. It's cold out here, boy. It's cold. Skyler. Skyler, man, came through, man. He said, I'm feeling peer pressure. Yeah, so it is coming from Kokomo. Amazing place. Stay tuned for 2025. We don't know, but I got put in. Somebody put me in with a watch company because they want to have start having events here in Indiana. So like how Wind Up is happening, there's an AD that wants to have some type of wind up, if you will. And I was asked if I wanted to be an MC there, and I was like, why certainly? Yeah, get your boy up in that thing. I love it. You feel me? My goals for 2025 is to try on more watches. I'm done, bro. No, so Luciano, check this out. I was done because here's the deal. The two watches I didn't get this year, and I'll share it with you. I didn't get the Essence from Formex. I just love that watch. And then Certina is another company that I want to buy from, right? And I said, okay, I'm pumping the brakes because this year I got so much heat. Dare I say, one of my trusty and favorite watches this year was this Tissot. And for those that don't like the PRX, it's fine. Or you're sick of the PRX. The PRX did have a number of watches, but that one is the most phenomenal, in my opinion, this year. Dope watch. And you can't say, hey, the watch, the PRX, you got plastic parts. Not that one, 7753. Play with it. I love that value action, man. But I was done. And then I said, those are the only two watches I'm going to get, and I'm finished, right? And here comes, again, I'm telling you, Dad Mods was like, well, I'll steal my watches, man, but you know what? Let me try my hand at making watches too. And he comes out with two watches that I think they're dope. And that's like, they got to get in my collection. The epitome of tool watch style. It's like, I can't wait to get the watch and then go on my boot camp, go out in the woods and stuff like that. Well, it's gonna be snowing here pretty soon. So when I get it 2025, that's one of the watches that I'm getting. I'm literally going out because I trek through the snow and everything. I don't let the weather stop me from my walks. And this is what watch that I'm taking out with me. It's my watch. I'm gonna beat this watch up. You know, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to test your watch, sir. I'm going to put it through its paces, which I've done that with a number of my watches. But I was done, and he came with a watch that I like. I was retired, bro. I was like Jay-Z's Black Album. He was like, I'm done rapping. Then he came back out, bro. I can't stand it, man. I had wrote my retirement papers up, man. I was like, oh man, I think every retirement guy needs to get a cigar and a robe. I bought that already. I can't even put it on now because Dad Mods want to come out with some watches that I like. Selfish, man. You selfish, bro. You selfish. Oh man. Was made for you, bro. Man, bro. And then you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna make another watch that I like, and I'm like, I'm gonna fly to him like, look, bro, I absolutely hate you. I'm gonna shake his hand, give him a hug, but I'm like, I hate you. Then I'm gonna come back to Indiana after we have some good breakfast, or you take me to the little spots or whatever. Yeah, you know I like to eat. I'm a foodie too, so find the limits so I can make it better. Okay, hey, bro, I'm definitely hey. Don't you ever worry. Don't you ever worry, because I got watches like my Aragons. Beat the brakes off this one Aragon. Beat the brakes off of it. That thing still look good, bro. Still wearing. It got scratches like crazy. I don't care. It's mine. I paid for it. I paid for that experience. I should not let the weather stop me either. My record is 0-3 right now. Hey man, the winter. Listen, I was raised in Chicago, man, so I'm used to having like crazy snow drifts. That lake effect coming off. So the weather don't. Yeah, I'm good to go, bro. I'm good to go in that weather. So I have too many GMTs. I love my Tissot C-Star 1000. I didn't think I would. It would be my gotta. I brought to work is a game changer. Oh, you brought your air fryer? Oh, yeah. You ain't got to go out to eat no more. Full moon, no day GMT coming up next, I think. You make me absolutely sick. Absolutely. And I bet you know what? You probably laughing right now. You like, yeah, I got Trap. I got it. You would never return. I can't stand you. And I think Skylar's giving you the motivation to do these things, man. Skylar, you're not so innocent, sir. You're not so innocent. I see what you're doing out here, Mr. Watch Crunch. I see the game. Oh, okay. All right, I see the combination. Batman and Superman out here. Oh, okay. You guys are super villains of horology. I got your game now. Oh, I done picked up on. Yeah, I'm telling everybody. I'm warning everybody. I'm about to sound the alarms, man. Talking Timepiece said the pallet fork will stay lubricated longer. I had to have a GMT or two in the stable. I'm cool with my PRX plastic parts and all. Look. I did boot camp in the Great Lakes. Ooh wee. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh wee. I feel bad for you. I fell in love with scarves after being in Chicago. Hey, them scarves couldn't keep that wind from hitting your neck, boy. Because you know what's crazy? The worst thing to do is like you fully bundled up, right? And you got that jacket that just got that little part. You be like, I'm cool. Hulk, he comes in, right in there, and your whole body, now you got the flu. Just like that. I'm talking about 3 steps in, you feel like worse than you having COVID, bro. You done. Skylar, thank you for dropping Skylar's page on there. He's on to it, Skylar. Yep, I see y'all, man. I see what it is, bro. It's a matter of time before he figures it out. It's too late. I got you, bro. I got y'all. I see what y'all doing. I think Lil Wayne, I Can't Feel My Face mixtape was. I promise it was, bro. I promise it was. Oh, what time is it? Okay, I got to get to my next destination, y'all. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna ride out because I'll be sitting here talking to y'all forever. It's been 1 hour and 18 minutes, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Please leave a comment, share it out, all that good stuff, man. If you're new here and you're watching right now, you like it, subscribe, man. You never know. I go live almost every other day, man. So this won't be the last time you see me. So yeah. All right, y'all. Get back to work. Let me take a page out of Wistful Ignorance. All right, bye. Get up out of here, man. Y'all be blessed. You feel me? Get back to work. Do something.